Alrighty, gamers, I'm back. Cracking open the Austin Beer Works Sputnik.
Yum.
It's a Russian Imperial coffee oat stout.
Oh, yummy. I should just get a big bowl of chili. I made chili today.
That sounds great.
Mm-hmm. One of my secret ingredients is Mexican hot chocolate.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Gives it kind of a mole flavor.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's yummy. I ate it with some chips.
Town officials in a Minnesota community anonymously voted Wednesday night to allow a controversial whites-only religious group to turn an abandoned church into a regional gathering hub.
Fucking cowards.
Now, I gotta ask first and foremost. Okay, we're all kind of talking at the same time. Let's take this in a civilized manner, more civilized than these fucking scumbags in Minnesota. Who wants to go first?
I just think it's so cowardly to be like it's an anonymous vote of council
That's
members.
exactly what I was gonna fucking say. Like, what is this fucking One Night Ultimate Werewolf? Like, just you fucking creeps. Just you're on the city council. Like, the anonymity is first of all, first of all. Second of all, you fucking creeps. Goddamn.
The fact that no one at the city council voted or spoke out against it, like pointed out who it was, meant it was all of them.
Oh yeah.
True.
Because there's no you have protections. Like you would be like protected if you'd been like, and it was this person and this person and this person and this person. That's who you need to know. Like, so it means it was all of them.
Oh yeah, the buried lead here is that they are a Norse god-worshipping folk assembly.
Oh yeah, they're
That's
Odinists.
exactly what I was going to
It's
say.
the AFA, the Asatru
Oh,
Folk
okay.
Assembly.
Yeah, they need to.
They are a pre-Christian Viking culture, a revived ideology known as Neo-Volkish, according to the SPLC.
I mean, literally one of the esoteric aspirations of the SS was to rehabilitate and reconstruct the Volkish culture. But also, these motherfuckers are the people who like make music videos with like face paint in the woods on YouTube. So like, both for being racist and cringe. Like, what are they doing? With this now?
Yeah, I mean, say what you will of like Southern Baptist style white supremacists, but at least they smell. I mean, like Chick-fil-A, but not this kind of bad, right?
Yeah. Well, okay. So the vote was a 3-1 vote. So this is not like weird that it's just 4 people determining the fate of this. Also, like that one person, good on you. You
also just make it very clear who you are, though. Honestly, just be like, it was not me.
You should be the one with your camera on.
Yeah, it wasn't me, and then the viewing public can figure it out from there. Yeah, this
I'm
of
pretty
course,
sure they're smart enough to figure it out.
Yeah, due to the coronavirus was held over Zoom, but as the article says, council members kept their video cameras turned off and refused to identify themselves despite multiple requests from online viewers. Like, fuck, man.
I feel like those are the people that voted you in. Like, that's your boss.
We need those comments.
Ideally, yeah, but
we need those comments, and we need to read them as an audio play.
True.
I need the
This
adapt it into one of those Zoom plays that people have been doing. Yeah.
This building is the AFA's newest hub. It's their 3rd gathering hall in the U.S., along with sites in California and North Carolina. They apparently have about 500 followers nationwide and just 20 or so in Minnesota. It's because the rest of them are in, of course, Charlottesville, North Carolina.
Of course.
Yep.
This is the golden one, right? This is like that dude, that Swedish YouTuber.
It's that
this
Swedish
is him.
guy, the golden one.
A board member for the church acknowledged that they would not admit a black person because they're not of Northern European descent. But the city attorney advised the local council that it could face a possible lawsuit if it voted against the permit based on the group's religious beliefs. There are certain constitutional protections that apply to religions. I haven't seen any evidence sufficient to overcome the presumption that they are a religion, whether you agree with it or not.
No, we're gonna get another one of those religion Supreme Court cases that happened with like Rastafaris and stuff. It's gonna be cool.
And they're gonna rule against it, right? The same way they do Rastafari.
I doubt it. I truly doubt it.
Well, see, because Zach, the Supreme Court does bad things, not good things. Because smoking weed for your religion is a good thing.
Court's gonna rule in their favor, but an Opus Dei terrorist group is gonna blow up the church soon after.
Psychic Dolphin Garage.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode from the Psychic Dolphin Garage. I'm Zach.
I'm Bo.
And joining us today is our good friend Eddie. Also, you might know them as Hunter x Hunter Biden from the Discord or Twitter. How are you doing today, Eddie?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm having a great Sunday with the boys.
Hell yeah. It is all the boys in the garage.
You know, it's a balmy, 85 degrees here in Houston, Texas, in the garage. You know, no AC, as we've established. That's canon. And so we're just kind of hanging out in our underwears. We've all given each other our respective cases of COVID, so no need for social distancing. And we're feeling good.
Yeah, well, I only go on podcast for the interpersonal communication since I've been quarantined since March. So
yeah,
thanks for having me.
Well, you know, we're more than happy to reach, herd immunity inside of our own little herd that we have here. So we're really...
Yeah, speaking of, much like the other guests we've had on in the last, 10 months now?
Yeah.
You're not allowed to leave. They're all in the garage, just off camera.
Yeah.
You know.
Some of them are in the
out.
garage attic now.
It's getting crowded.
It's really fucking... We have to
Yeah.
clear them out at the end of the year. So the more guests that we actually do have on during the year, the worse it is. But don't worry. We still let the surfs. We still let Lance go out and do some streaming every now and then.
Well, he gets those $2,000 a month.
Yeah.
Canada bucks. So we got to let him go out and fly his wings. But I think that your plan to
and
start...
pretend like he still lives there so we can continue to collect that check. You know.
I think your plan to start a new Vanguard party by just forcing everyone in your garage and giving them COVID and hanging out with each other is, I think it's a good plan. New times, new strategies.
If we come out of the other side of this COVID, stronger than before, we'll be fucking unstoppable.
My heart certainly feels stronger. I can feel it beating harder, heavier and harder than ever, and that means that it's stronger now, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I've heard a lot of people have had problems with their brains post COVID, but I haven't had any cognitive issues, so it's good.
Hell yeah.
My cognitive is as good as it's ever good.
It has been nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I cog it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
dying here, aren't we?
Dennis does not approve of the bit.
I cog it real good. I'm telling you.
It sounds like you're saying Hakoge, and that's from a late,
I hug
earlier.
Cog it.
From an earlier.
My cogs are well greased.
No more Hakoge talk.
Yeah, we're not talking about anime again. I promise you that much.
Speaking of brain cogs going real good, there has been a slew of lawsuits that we have just kind of been ignoring since November, since they were thrown out. Well, they have been thrown out, but since they were thrown out the wall by the Trump administration, lawsuits pertaining to the election, which by the time you listen to this episode, hopefully the Electoral College will have voted, and all of them have definitely been paid off by Donald Trump, so he will still be president, but that's okay, because democracy works.
Yep.
There have been... Yeah, we've had an
interesting
week, because this week there has been a lot of drama. Not only did the state of Texas file a lawsuit against Georgia, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Michigan, Ted Cruz also got up and talked a lot about how important this lawsuit was. Dan Crenshaw got up and talked about how important this lawsuit was. Trump said that he would show up in court and testify before the Supreme Court about how about how important this lawsuit is in protecting American democracy, and it has been dismissed due to lack of standing.
Yeah.
As of recording.
The best.
Well, I'm glad that got sorted out, and now we don't need to talk about it anymore.
Well, we do need to talk about 2 points because they are fantastic. First of all, Trump being involved with this, he's gone full like TV executive brain. Like he doesn't expect any of this to win, but he's trying to like do a good season finale because he asked Ted Cruz. He asked Ted Cruz to do oral arguments in front of the Supreme Court, to which he agreed. And then, as a big season finale surprise, guess what? The star of the show is on the last episode. Like, he wanted it all. Mm-hmm. He knows he's going down in flames. He wanted it all to go down with one last stand. He wanted a big speech, a rambling speech in front of the Supreme Court, and little Ted Cruz to... Oh, man, I really would have paid to see Ted Cruz argue.
To be a fly on the wall there, yeah.
Oh, so good.
I mean, shit, what better thing to talk about in the, 10 years of book touring you're going to do post being the president than how the election was robbed from you.
I think you meant to say King of Newsmax. Because that's what he's...
Yeah, that too.
He's going to treat Newsmax like Twitch. Like, he's just going to turn on his webcam whenever he feels like...
He's going to be the CEO and...
It's great. Ted Cruz is going to have to learn how to play Among Us.
Oh, yeah. Destiny goes to play on Among Us with...
Ted Cruz plays Donkey Kong for fucking...
Oh, my God.
60 hours.
Yeah, honestly, I would pay to watch Ted Cruz and Donald Trump. That's even more absurd than Rudy Giuliani going around and working on all these cases and like getting them dismissed because he had to admit that they had no standing.
All while like farting and like
Yeah. Well,
farting and melting. Like what a guy to be. I want to like be a fucking high-paid lawyer who just farts and melts all the time. Like if you had told me as a kid like that was the thing I could be, I would be in law school right now. Fuck.
It isn't exactly meritocracy. I mean, he became famous for, quote, defeating the mob, like, directly after the RICO law was passed in Congress, which has made it very easy to get anyone who has ever heard of a crime, even on the telephone, in jail. And then 9/11 happened at him. So if you can get those 2 things to happen in your life...
Yep. Also, that episode of Seinfeld.
I would absolutely... honestly, where's the timeline where Rudy Giuliani just gets all sorts of shit because he allowed 9/11 to happen? I think that's a better world, honestly.
I like it. We're starting here. Official stance of the podcast is the 9/11 conspiracy is that Rudy Giuliani allowed it to happen.
He knew it was coming. He let it happen to, grift his conservative fucking career.
Yeah, he called up Osama bin Laden and was like, hey, I got some planes.
It was actually a mob hit in retaliation for Rudy putting away all three of the big families.
Yeah, a lot of people won't tell you this, but Al-Qaeda is not the organization's real name. It's actually Al-Qaeda. It's an Italian group. Start there and investigate, and you'll know.
Yeah, you'll figure it out.
I'm glad that this show is okay with Fredophobia. My favorite and only acceptable type of racism.
I mean, I'm not Fredophobic. Like, I'm not afraid of them. I just, I think, like, being Italian is something you should keep to yourself. And, that's between you and whatever backwards Catholic old man in a dress you worship.
Hey, my family worships that man
Mamma
in a dress
mia.
as well. So
Yeah.
watch your tongue.
As long as he's got a cool hat,
I'm very
it's cool.
supportive of Rudy Giuliani being blamed for 9/11, because that means that not only was the most devastating American tragedy ever happening with someone associated with a Trump, associated with the Trump campaign, but also it's just there's Trump too. Like the two things in our cultural memory that are the most horrific things to have happened, the most deadly things to have happened in America, like are sitting like next to each other, like jacking each other off, doing each other's court things, like filling out each other's paperwork. Yeah, like
court battles. Yeah,
Just like open mouth talking.
Yeah,
and
just
giving
like
each other
sneezing
COVID.
into each other's mouths, like, and then
Yep.
saying "bless you" and then passing it back. It's, it's
Oh, absolutely. And I mean, and he also had a like easily definable place in the history of mass incarceration. Rudy Giuliani is the Forrest Gump of bad shit happening in the United States. He's in every fucking picture.
Christ. We've tried for years to figure out who it was. People pointed to the Bush family a lot, but
No,
but yeah,
it's Rudy
nobody
goddamn Giuliani.
thought about the Giuliani jewelry thieves. That's where he started at, and now he's ransacked the entire country
Yeah.
at this point.
He
Giuliani
literally
is
did.
actually
Yeah.
Italian for jewelry thief.
He did infidelities all his way through history, and now he's in all of the black and white photographs.
Yeah, Rudy Giuliani can suck a cock.
Yeah, and not
Yeah.
like in a fun way
And-
either.
Like in a
Like two big cocks in the middle of Manhattan that are also then hit by not trains, planes.
No, he has to. He
You
has
know.
to do it in the fucking M&M store. He needs to live in his trash.
in the former FAO Schwartz.
the dark, bombed out ruins.
You know what'd
of
be great
FAO
about
Schwartz.
that?
On top of
As
that
long as you
big
tell
old
Rudy that
piano.
it's like some funny thing, he'll go with it. Like, he doesn't understand the humor is
No,
about
then-
making fun of him.
Then we pick the thing that would hurt
Yeah.
him the most. We force him to do it in the big Olive Garden on Times Square,
no.
and we make him eat
There
the
you
fake
go.
Italian food.
True. There you go. Yeah.
You ever want to insult him? You point at that and you go, "That's the Olive Garden that Rudy Giuliani built," because he did. He cleared out Times Square to make room for that Olive Garden. He needs to eat that disgusting, disgusting pasta. And we can watch from a macaroni. grill.
From the macaroni grill.
Yeah, I really love that.
The superior
Yeah.
pasta.
Obviously, the superior, fast casual, premium, mediocre
Macaroni
Italian
grill
joint.
or
Macaroni
Cheddar's.
grill.
fuck
Cheddar's?
is
Is
a
Cheddar's
No,
Cheddar's
Cheddar's is
Italian?
American, but they do like pasta, so because it's like a from scratch kitchen.
Never heard
Yeah.
of it. But okay, listen, we're obviously all online, so the only answer is Fazoli's.
Well,
Big ups
Oh,
to Dead
fuck yeah.
Account Fazoli's.
Hey, at
Facts.
Fazoli's, because I know they're active on Twitter. At Fazoli's, this is how Twitter works, right?
Yeah,
You say
yeah,
at, and then
absolutely.
the thing. Respond to this podcast. I love you.
Also,
That's it.
did a hilarious account that befriended me when I first started on Twitter. What's up at Fazoli's Facts? You're great, and that's a Fazoli's fact.
ooh. Well,
Wow.
before we move
Beautiful.
on from the story, one lawsuit that I don't want us to forget about. Not that I want us to forget about any of these. Each of these lawsuits that they
I already
have
have.
they have put out on
Sorry.
this Wikipedia page is like its own universe of people that believe something so disconnected from reality that it needs to be studied by anthropologists for the next 50 years to figure out what the fuck happened to America.
Like how people believe Fazoli's isn't the superior.
Exactly.
fast casual Italian.
There
Anyway.
is one lawsuit filed November 20th, the Michigan Welfare Rights Org versus Donald J. Trump in the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia. So it's a D.C. It's a lawsuit being filed in D.C. From black voters in the Detroit area who have accused the Trump campaign of attempting to disenfranchise them. I do not know any of the specific details about this case because I do not have the time to research it. So I'm not certain how good of a foothold they have. I'm not sure how good of a foothold this specific case has. But this is like the only legitimate case. It's the only one that has not been dismissed so far. And it is the only one that that is actually trying to do something good out of all of these.
My assumption is because it actually has evidence.
Well, that
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm no Juris Doctor, but I may
Wait,
just
don't
be
do
a,
the
you
don't do the
know,
voice.
No
Bo.
highfalutin country lawyer.
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
doing the voice. I'm just doing the character, but it's my voice. All right. I'm just a rancher's son from Colorado, but I'm pretty sure that just by running the Donald J. Trump campaign attempted to disenfranchise black voters. So fucking case closed. Let's get what judges eat. Fazoli's, I guess.
I fully thought that you were gonna do like a fucking Monkey Trials fucking accent.
Scopes fucking. No, just might be a simple country lawyer. But
Yeah.
Nah.
Also,
I don't
the
have the
evidence
script,
of this lawsuit being that Trump is suing all these different states over their votes, and so these voters are like, hey, we actually voted and you're trying to take those votes away from us. So the evidence being the other 55 cases that have now been dismissed by
Yeah, like, hey, quit trying to pull one over on us,
Yeah,
you fucking
so-
scumbag.
I can't. There's not. It's not like, oh, we got him this time. Oh, we're really gonna take him down. It's like, God, someone has to. We're all suffering from the bystander effect, right? Like that's why he became president, because we were all just like, this is ridiculous. Nobody would let that happen. And then the next person down was like, yeah, this is ridiculous. Nobody would let this happen. And then,
Well, I mean, that's the thing, right? It's like, I mean, we can pay as much fucking attention to it as we want, but we're fucking just people.
Mm-hmm.
And the organizations that really are powerful enough to do something, as it were, either didn't out of not caring, or didn't out of not knowing, because they're fucking boomers who are not as online as me, or too online. It's one or the other.
not online enough to be posting minion memes.
That's how it
but
works.
Too
So.
online to. Too online to not
Yep.
know. Well, I guess time will only tell. But speaking of being online, our next story. This is a fucking
Transition.
hell of a headline. Roblox delays IPO until next year.
You can't start a fucking headline with Roblox with a straight face. God damn.
Do you think this
Come
New York
on.
Times writer
Come
had
on,
to go
buddy.
look up what Roblox is?
Yes.
Oh,
Absolutely, yeah.
But also, he does not explain what Roblox is in the article because he did not figure it out. In fact, I read 4 articles about this IPO, and none of them explained what Roblox are because they could not figure it out.
So
They just said game. They just said game
No,
studio.
yeah, it's a total. Yeah, it's a total. Oh, I know what Roblox is.
So-
Do you know what Roblox is?
Helen Browning wrote
it's
this
one of
article,
those.
and their first sentence is Roblox, a gaming company. And the gaming company
Yep.
is a hyperlink to their article from November 17th, which is titled Roblox, edging towards IPO reveals
It's
surging
just
revenue
on
and
gaming
losses.
as
Okay.
a concept.
The first sentence
Yeah,
here.
I read that one too. It doesn't explain what
Roblox,
it is
a
either.
gaming site and app that has been a huge hit with tweens. That's it. It's averaged 31 million daily users in the first 9 months of 2020.
That's the whole Wikipedia page too,
Well,
right? The-
no, and then there's another
Fuck me, that's great.
there's another Times article about a lady who quote moved to Silicon Valley with $100 in her pocket in in hopes to make it, which is just very funny. But it just says that she has made $500,000 coding games for Roblox, and then it says that Roblox has like over 3 million people who make games for them. So, but it doesn't explain what Roblox is. It makes it more confusing.
Okay,
By
so
the
so
way,
deep.
we are debuting our Psychic Dolphin Garage RPG.
Oh
on
no!
Roblox. I hope
Hell
Oh
yes.
no!
Yeah,
Oh, no.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so deep inside of this second article, it says inside the Roblox online universe, players' avatars can interact and play millions of unique games set in different worlds, from tropical islands to haunted castles. Also, not explaining what the game is.
It's Second Life for fucking
Yeah.
11-year-olds. Is what
It's
Yeah,
as if
it
you
is.
could-
And they
see if
stole
you
the
would
Minecraft
Google
look because
deep
all
dive.
11-year-olds know what Minecraft looks like and how it works.
All 11-year-olds know is Minecraft, Five Nights at Freddy's, Eat Hot Chip, and Lie.
It's
all right?
true. The only way that I can process this in my old millennial brain is that they connected all of Newgrounds games into one universe.
Yes. Oh my
And-
god.
That is a great fucking
Oh my god.
spin on it. That's perfect.
So this
and then made everyone look
including
like Legos.
including the anime dress-up games question mark wiggle eyebrows. Who knows? You're gonna have to fucking buy a $50 subscription
God.
to find out. Ask your parents for their
This
credit
is
cards.
this is where Flash games have gone to be cataloged / to die.
Also, it's where a lot of school districts turned to because they didn't want to pay for all their high school students to get Minecraft. They instead held graduation ceremonies in Roblox.
That is dystopian shit right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, talk about fucking boring dystopia. Like, god damn, that sucks so hard.
Boring dystopia, also the point of this article, because this article is not just about Roblox. This article is about the companies DoorDash and Airbnb that went public. They had their public offering this week. DoorDash's started at $102 and closed at $189, and Airbnb started at $68 and closed at $144. Basically, they released public stock. When you buy stock, depending on the rush, the price line go up. Obviously, the more you buy, and so people were so enthusiastic about buying into these companies that we weren't really sure were going to survive the pandemic, that they've given them a giant cash glut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a lot, like 80 and 100% growth after the IPO, which is wild. But of course they rush to it. You can't do stock buybacks without stock. So
Yeah.
Again, I feel like that's something Enron did. Every time I hear someone say like you can't do that, I'm like, I'm pretty sure Enron did do that though.
Enron specifically did it, or Disney's gonna do it 3 years
yeah,
from now. Yeah.
But like you can call this a pump and dump scheme, but it's funny because for the first time, the market is doing the pumping. Like it's not one company doing both, or like some third actor raising the stock prices. It's called bubble. It's bubble time, baby. Everyone thinks that this is gonna be Obama's third, like culturally, like Obama's third presidential reign. But it's actually we're going back to Bill Clinton times. Tech bubble, throwing people in jail, and I hope some very very weird sexual scandals.
Honestly,
so
I'm just ready for 3D platformers to make a return. Honestly. Give me Banjo 3 finally.
Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie definitely wouldn't exist without a giant .com bubble. And
oh, absolutely not. Yeah.
Yeah, let's get Pets.com 2 going. Let's get the sequel going.
Yep.
Pump and dump is what I call when the bottom twink across the street who works at the cafe wants to get fucked, and he's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and I mean we've been talking about a lot of this stuff in platform capitalism.
We've been talking about twinks.
All right.
That's true.
All right.
Yes.
Enough about twinks.
Exactly.
We'll talk more about twinks.
We've been talking about the
show.
financial aspects of this and the platform capitalism streams, because I'm also learning more words to describe more better how bad the how bad all of this. How bad all of the financial sector actually works, how it fails to.
Somehow you still did not learn.
Words. I know.
I learn words. They are big, and I am gooder for
exactly.
learning
Learning all the words about how badly the financial sector has fucked up. Actually, making something that is.
That's a TED Talk in
okay.
itself. Goddamn.
So we understand that that financial stuff is like fucked, and the fact that they're getting a cash like injection is also super fucked, because this is not even going towards paying people, because they only have like 1,000 employees that work on their app all the time. They don't have any capital that goes towards anything, so we're just handing money to the leech that's sucking the money out of the system away from the people that own these homes and run these homes, the people that, need a place to stay, and also from like our ability to then tax that income and then have more public funds to build more public projects. that would provide people with homes as we're diving into a
month 10 of, the economy shriveling to a husk because, the people who make up the economy are suffering and can't spend money on things, which is what an economy is.
I feel like y'all are worrying too much because NASDAQ just announced the other day that any company that's going to be listed on the NASDAQ needs to immediately have one woman and one minority on their corporate board.
Well,
so,
thank God.
Yeah. So
it's time to announce capitalism 2. And it's that gif of the guy, freaking out. You know what I'm talking about.
Honestly,
glad
Capitalism
that you
2
know.
would be better than Capitalism 1 just because, updated engine, updated graphics, bigger texture files.
Zach doesn't understand capitalism. It's just a reskin.
It's it's Skyrim. It's Skyrim. They're just re-releasing the same fucking game.
No,
Skyrim.
it's worse. Capitalism 2 is like, how wasn't it EA that was doing like FIFA Legacy versions of like their FIFA games where it's literally the same game, same engine, nothing different at all, and they just updated everything. Like it's literally the same $20 game from the PS2 that they've just been like putting on every single system again.
Yeah, release it for fucking $60.
Hell yeah,
call it a day.
Smart. I believe that every 2K game is the exact same game, except they add like sweat and a new roster or something. So
that's what we're all playing FIFA for, the sweat physics.
Oh God, I do love those boys though.
Yep. I mean, just play Stardew Valley. Just milk your wife.
Oh God, I really hate that you taught me that that's a mod.
Mm-hmm.
It's you can fucking go look it up yourself.
I'm not. I want to forget that.
I need to see if there's if I could do that to all my husbands that I get. Is it the same thing?
Probably.
Yeah, I think that you need to go full woke scold on Twitter about there not being a daddy milking mod.
A milk your husband mod. Yeah,
Milk
exactly. Just not directed at anybody in particular. Just take your rage out on the world generally. Until somebody makes this mod.
I want to milk Harvey from his mustache. Is that so much to ask?
Yeah, you just put little fucking deedlers on the ends of his mustache.
I didn't know Stardew Valley could get horny, but I did know that if someone could tell me about it, it'd be Dennis.
No, they made it. They made it as soon as I found out that people made it horny. I was like, why? How did they? And why? I feel so bad.
Yep, and there you go. That's how they've done it. That's how they've done it to the farming fund.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there with a notepad and a checklist of fish and seasons, and you are milking mustaches.
Like, great. I gotta wait till fucking fall to get my fucking sturgeon or whatever. Yeah. And meanwhile, somebody out there is tip-tapping away on their keyboard, programmed a mod where you can fuck the sturgeon.
Oh, yeah. And fully in like a leather harness and things like that. Just cat of nine tails.
It's just in time for the fall festival.
It's that. Yeah, it's that Madonna song, like a sturgeon.
Like a sturgeon. I was thinking of erotic.
Yes,
yeah.
I'm very funny. Anyway, we want to talk about this next fucking thing on the docket. That's not what that song is.
That's not
Zach.
how that song goes.
Like a sturgeon. Can't wait till karaoke's back, and we can just go do karaoke.
No.
I also can't wait.
We are
to
drive to fucking Houston and inflict that.
No,
upon you.
you're all driving to New Orleans. We're meeting up halfway, and we are fucking going. And you're recording the whole thing. Patreon.
Yep.
Top tier.
Psychic Dolphin Con 2021
in New Orleans. Top tier.
Dolphin
Patreon.
Con, holy shit!
Only for the big donors.
All right, I don't have numbers for this anymore because I don't even know how fucking long we're recording. Because now I've
still
died too.
convinced,
So
I'm still convinced.
It's an hour.
Let's go to
51
Miami.
minutes. Since I started,
let's go to
Probably
Miami.
20 minutes less.
Get the Miami Dolphins in on this somehow. Grift them, and there you go. All expenses paid.
Didn't you already do that? Like with the sports radio?
We did. We have been on a big sports network talking about how much we love the Dolphins. Because they didn't realize that we weren't a sports
fucking
show.
Miami Pro Football Podcast.
I can't support that because I hate the Dolphins because Dan Marino was mean to me when I was 8 years old.
There you go.
Plus he was in a transphobic
that's a good enough
movie.
reason.
There you go.
I feel like just off of vibes alone, Dan Marino probably just went around Florida back in the day being mean to 8-year-olds.
Yeah. That's just because he's from Pittsburgh. That's it.
There
It's
you
the only reason. He was very hot.
He was very hot. Oh, he was uncomfortable. He was just angry all the time.
Sweaty,
Yeah. He doesn't have his fan. He needs his fan.
He does.
So I guess our last story that we're gonna swing through today, talking about McDonald's, our favorite expense here in the garage. We go out once a week and we order 18 McChickens, and then we cut them in half. And we feed Bo a half a McChicken every 15 hours or so.
15 hours. Yeah, right. You mix that in with my fucking plastic bottle of whiskey and just pour it down my gullet whenever you feel like.
What we do is we put the half McChicken into a blender with ice, your whiskey, and a Soylent, a vanilla Soylent. Just whiz it all together.
I have
the beverage of kings.
I have an underground like McNugget currency King Rat style going on. That's how I get all my contraband in the garage.
It's that anime hurricane. You're waiting for the
Yep.
You're waiting for the feds to come through.
Loving it.
Jesus. Yeah.
Speaking of loving it,
instead of bullion, we'll be pirating McNuggets off of the high seas. Instead of loving it, U.S. franchisees next year will not be loving it. They will be charged for all of the new tech that McDonald's is rolling out to their stores, and Happy Meals will no longer be subsidized by McDonald's.
New feudalism just dropped. You got to raise the rent on those serfs.
We're gonna all these companies, everyone that's doing stock buybacks. McDonald's is simply doing means testing, and they're no longer subsidizing their Happy Meal or the tech that they're rolling out. Even though the tech apparently it's for the menu boards, it like shows different items on the menu board.
Oh man,
depending
bloody
on
fucking
like,
duh.
Okay. Apparently, it shows different items on the menu depending on like weather, depending on like big events that are happening. So it's like AI menu board.
No, I don't think it's AI. I think it's,
even though I don't look at the menu board, I roll up and I either say I'd like a McChicken and a double cheeseburger, or I roll up and I say hello, I'd like a McRib.
When are they bringing back those fucking wraps they had like 9 years ago?
It's just an algorithm to see how drunk, high, or poor you are. And then it'll
yeah exactly it like scans your forehead to get like the temperature, which then
no
ABV,
the little door the little door opens up and the little like pincers come out and it measures your skull to see what you'd like.
See, for me it would know because I'm Catholic. It's a fillet of fish.
Of course.
and it's a Friday.
It's Ash Wednesday.
It's a Friday. I show up to McDonald's. The little calipers come out and they're like, "Oh, this one's Catholic. He wants a fillet of fish."
Got a Catholic brow ridge, That's how you know.
It scans my bank account on my phone and automatically just orders me one of everything on the dollar menu.
Oh my gosh. True. That's from their the way that like all the stores are using now, that low energy Bluetooth stuff so that when your phone gets nearby it goes, "Oh, we know who you are." Which I'm sure cops will also use soon, just tracking Aspire cell phones in case they need to look for criminals.
I have to go buy a Faraday case now just to get a fucking Big Mac.
Honestly. Yeah, because they won't let you order.
I'm too poor.
It
says that I'm financially
exactly. If your credit score is too low, you're not allowed to get the Big Mac anymore.
Oh God, can you imagine? You're not allowed to get the $5 box. You're not allowed to get the $5 box at Taco Bell. You can only get 2 chicken melts.
Two $2.50 boxes.
I'm ordering all my fast food on tour now because I've been locked out of all of the value meals and I can't biggie size.
Yeah, so you gotta.
This episode of Psychic Dolphin Garage is brought to you by Surfshark. If you're looking for a place to order your fast food online, safe and secure, where you're not going to be judged by some fucking financial organization. Can I say fuck in this promo?
Yeah,
we're not going to be judged by some fucking financial organization on your credit score to which fast food you can order. You can get like a fucking Qdoba burrito and have like fucking what's like fancy
double
food?
guac,
duck confit put in there. Double guac, double guac duck confit burritos from Qdoba.
That sounds good.
And nobody says a word. It sounds great. And order Surfshark today. Promo code. Send me $5.
No, we changed the promo code. To
remember,
Milking
you'll
Mommies.
be big mommy milkers. Remember, you'll be eating good, and they'll be eating other VPN deals
Oh,
alive.
wow. You really should get a job
dude.
in the corporate
That
space.
sucks.
It was so bad it felt real.
So
You have to hit the proper amount of like, I hate myself enough to read this in an upbeat voice. Going along there. Yeah, no. So McDonald's, most of the stores are not corporate owned; they're franchise owned, which means that somebody paid McDonald's $60,000 to be allowed to build a store and put all their branding on it, and then they also have to buy all of the McDonald's supplies from the McDonald's approved supply chain. So McDonald's corporate just maintains a supply chain and has a branding department. And now that they want everybody to have all this new technology, they're just like, yeah, you have to pay us for that too if you want to run a franchise.
Yep.
Which means that they've basically, this is as close as you can get to privatizing your own private company.
More or less.
Like everything that's done now is owned by other people. And
This
you're
is
like,
how
well,
you
yeah, you
bootstrap yourself in the 21st century. Yeah, you politely kneel before the Hamburglar and ask if you can swear fealty to him.
What is the the McDonald's knockoff from the movie Coming to America? That like, the maiden love interest dad is the manager or owns like a knockoff McDonald's, is always trying to evade the franchise police. I think it's called like McDale's or something. Well, I feel like we're gonna have like an upper middle class revolt, and all of these franchise owners are just gonna change the name slightly and keep everything, and like go to battle in the streets with McDonald's. And I'm here for it.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you just keep the building, you tear down the M, and fucking crucify the Ronald McDonald statue out front, and there you go.
You put the Ronald McDonald statue into the
It's when small business owners gain a very specific class consciousness, and
yeah.
I can't wait to see it.
It's instead of RoboCop going around Detroit finding bad guys, it's the patty cop that goes from burger joint to burger joint, making sure that they're paying their fines and that all their branding is correct.
Yeah, it's Mayor McCheese coming around breaking people's knees as necessary.
Grimace will definitely be the vanguard of the revolution.
Yeah, honestly, I'm here for petty bourgeois people to realize how shit the corporate structure is and to want to go back to just running a fucking restaurant in a goddamn city instead of having to do this giant pyramid scheme designed to make 6 people billions of dollars.
Yeah. Well, see, if you sell 3 McDonald's franchises to a friend, and then they sell 3, that's the. I'm not gonna fucking.
Oh, were you talking
No,
about free
I'm
markets?
I'm laughing. That was good.
Because that's usually a sign that you're about to
Yeah.
talk about age of consent law.
I mean, do we know how old Ronald McDonald is?
Old enough.
Yeah. So
In clown
just
years, he's 18.
a live correction. The McDonald's knockoff in the movie Coming to America is called the McDowell's. I don't.
McDowell's.
I don't want.
That is unappealing.
I think it was supposed to be. I think it was an Eddie
McDowell?
Murphy joke. Classic Eddie Murphy
Yeah.
1989 joke.
He peaked in Shrek. I'll say it.
I agree with you. So did Smash Mouth.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to some real ones.
Yeah, they peaked in Shrek. Fucking Michael Myers peaked in Shrek.
Bolton.
Michael Bolton peaked in Shrek. Anyone who was involved.
Cameron
peaked,
Diaz.
Cameron Diaz.
Oh wait, who was the guy who was originally doing Shrek's voice? Oh God, he was
Francis Fukuyama.
no, he was that
Shrek,
SNL
the end
actor
of
who
his
died
days.
from ODing.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't it?
Francis Fukuyama.
Yeah, Francis Fukuyama.
I know.
Chris Farley. There
Chris
you go. Yeah, he definitely
Farley.
peaked in.
Again, peaked in
yeah,
Shrek.
peaked in Shrek,
yeah.
and then
Hamburglar.
the hamburger peaked in Shrek.
How old is the Hamburglar? Can the Hamburglar?
I don't know, but do y'all remember that like sexy
boomer.
Hamburglar that they had for a hot second?
I mean, there's a sexy Hamburglar literally on my banner on Twitter. Also, the Hamburglar has no age. It is the specter that haunts Europe.
It's communism.
Yes.
Yep.
Speaking of the hamburger, the Happy Meal, I think I mentioned that they're not subsidizing the Happy Meal box anymore, so
Way
the
to
whole Happy
rein
Meal will be more
that
expensive.
Yeah. I mean, that sucks shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Talk about an
I mean,
unhappy
they know
meal,
that,
right, gamers?
Yeah, they know that kids aren't buying anymore. They know that moms are not buying their kids Happy Meals. They're buying their kids 10 packs.
With like fucking,
It's stone
It's
Disney.
Carecore aesthetic blogs.
It's stone Disney adults.
Pickle and hot Cheeto girls that go buy McDonald's Happy Meals.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
All
Disney
they need
adults.
to
we know.
need to do
I'm
is
Pickle
is
and
put
hot
like
Cheeto Dad.
V-Bucks cards for Fortnite in them, and you're back in business.
Yeah, instead of Monopoly, they need to do V-Bucks on their drinks.
Absolutely.
Yeah, fuck Monopoly every year. I hate that shit. Just give me V-Bucks. For fuck's sake. Something goddamn useful. At least Arby's has Game Fuel Mountain Dew.
That is
like they understand
how sad the customers are that go there.
Yeah, or Chili's has the fucking Mountain Dew Garita. Or
That
whatever,
sounds
right?
no. It's actually it's
Dew
worse.
Garita,
It's a worse
yeah.
place.
Yeah.
It's Red Lobster and.
Oh, that's heinous. I love that.
I'm also willing to do a meetup and record it while we all try the Dewarita at a Red Lobster.
Red Lobster. It's just us eating fucking, all you
With
can
the
eat,
recording rig.
fucking cheddar
Yeah,
biscuits.
it'll be a podcast
Yeah.
mukbang.
Yeah,
There
it's
is-
basically Hot Ones, if y'all have ever seen Hot Ones.
Podcast
Except,
mukbang.
well, yeah, but instead of like it getting spicier and spicier, we see like what the weight our self-loathing can bear is.
I'm all about it.
There is a Metairie Red Lobster, which honestly cannot be bad. They're living like in the middle of getting the freshest fucking seafood possible. That has got to be the
I
only.
still think they get it frozen from corporate.
Yeah,
God, that
it's still,
sucks so
it's
much.
Still Red Lobster, bud.
That
I will-
sucks.
Your optimism is admirable, but fucking come
I will
on.
take you to Lily's
There's-
to fix your soul and your mouth after we go to Red Lobster in New Orleans.
Wait, they're only open from 11:30 to 9 p.m. What the fuck is wrong with restaurants?
I don't know.
Well, there is
Yeah,
a plague
COVID
going on.
maybe.
Okay, all right. That's fair. That's fair. I for a second I was living in a world with
But
no
if a
plague.
Mountain Dew, if a
Wow.
Mountain Dew margarita doesn't cure Rona, I don't think that these vaccines are going to do shit.
Yeah.
Anything can.
No, they
I don't think
cause
that.
it.
I don't think that vaccine. If Dew-Rita can't do it, then the vaccine certainly
You can take a fucking Mountain Dew margarita out to a deserted island, wait 2 weeks to make sure you're totally safe, nobody around, right? Take a single fucking sip of that thing, and boom, you're on a ventilator. Like, that's just how bad
It
is.
gives you
all right?
polio.
It gives you diseases like that cavemen had.
I'm all about it.
It's not a good time.
Diseases we had forgotten. Diseases that our forefathers wanted us to forget.
The diseases that wiped out the Neanderthals. And no, I'm not talking about depression.
Aw, man, I want a soda fountain so that I can have Mountain Dew Game Fuel Citrus Cherry just in my. Right
You
here
would
next to my
die,
desk.
Zach.
pumped in
You
your
would
fucking veins.
die.
Yeah.
I want to die though.
Oh,
I want
also, I wonder
to.
if your banter in voice chat while we play Destiny would be better or worse if you were just constantly mainlining Game Fuel.
I mean,
Yeah.
probably better because like what I'm doing right now is just like taking a bunch of CBD gummies and being like,
that's
wow,
what
I feel
it
really
is.
chill.
I was wondering.
I feel great when I'm playing. Okay, I'm just like, oh, I'm relaxed. Like I'm feeling better, and I'm playing game with
you
friends.
Play, you play.
And Eddie's over here like, why isn't
Well,
Zach riffing?
Well,
Why
the
isn't
thing
Zach...
is that in my mind, I'm like, he's agreed to do whatever dungeon or whatever with me, but it seems like he's not into it. Should I just like quit and give him the night off or something? But apparently, you're just like fake stoned.
I'm pretty
You're
much
vibing
fake stoned.
at
Like
me.
it's not.
You're
I
vibing
what?
at me. You're.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
It's what
absolutely.
happens when you take a Skinner box and remove all but the slightest shred of positive reinforcement, and there you go. That's Destiny
Hell
2.
yeah.
Loudspeaker lights, food dispenser, response lever. And then the mouse, of course.
You're just constantly getting shocked, but it's like, well, it kills
I
time.
would allow a Coca-Cola freestyle machine in my house.
Hell yeah! Oh yeah, because then you have like a million combinations. You don't need just one one
I mean, they
flavor.
look like shit.
Oh, but then you got to refill all those different.
I put anime wall scrolls all
man,
over
you're gonna be really sad at how much you use one specific one and how little you use.
I
all the other
disagree.
ones.
I think I would mix it up. I think I would freestyle a lot. I'd freestyle really hard.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get a lot of mileage out
Yeah.
of the fucking Minute Maid orange flavor.
Yeah, when I mix it with my blue Powerade.
You're really
yes.
gonna use the lemon flavor that much?
The lemon diet ginger ale. I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
Mix that with the ginger Diet Coke, and you got a winner right there.
Mm-hmm. There
There
you go.
That's basically
As a
Dark and
as a
Stormy.
person who
Yeah.
had Movie Pass during the good times, I have fucks with a freestyle machine a lot. I've tasted all the.
No, I
flavors.
mean, yeah, fucking.
My goodness.
Yeah, that's a beverage of kings right
Yeah.
there.
But it is hideous.
Well-
and I'd have to put anime wall scrolls all over it.
to like make it too hideous to
Yep.
look at.
sticker bombing my freestyle machine.
I want to.
That's the YouTube video we're releasing of it after we do
I
our
want
road
it
trip
to lose.
and steal the freestyle
I
machine.
want it to lose object permanence in any guests that come over.
It's an anti-meme. As soon as you try to think about it, your brain erases it from your memory.
Well, if you've made it this far, you're a true comrade. Thanks for sticking around. We would like to shout out all of our patrons for being wonderful, for having the best tweets, for having impeccable taste in podcasts. But especially, we'd like to shout out some of our very special patrons. Scott for contributing to our dialectical tier. Abby, Not, Spencer, and Tim for contributing to our Devil's Advocate tier, and of course, as Bo mentioned last week,
The Warlock guy. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to get on the bad side of a Warlock.
The Warlock Phosphoros. That's the 666 tier.
Yeah, which, I mean, it's pretty rad. That's pretty rad.
It's a pretty cool tier.
Yeah.
Let us know how you liked our latest patron exclusive episodes that have dropped. New episodes have dropped.
Yep.
Remember, if
I've
you
got
want to
them
become a patron and
edited.
listen to
They
those,
can come up anytime as soon as I write some bullshit for them.
yeah, that we have a $5 a month tier and a $10 a month tier. $10 a month gets you some merch that we kind of send out all at once sometimes. But we're working on being better about that. And for the time being, we do have the $1 a month tier open. If you'd like to subscribe to us for $1 a month, that way you'll have $4 to spend on bail funds. Because there's now lots of stuff happening in big cities. I know I saw specifically in Portland and New York that
In
there are
D.C., the
local
Proud Boys
activists.
stabbed a bunch of fucking people,
Mhm.
so that's cool.
Okay, well
Yeah.
that's the bad stuff. The good stuff was New York City and Portland. They were fighting off the cops. There were activists organized to keep cops from evicting people in the middle of a pandemic in the middle of winter. So,
Tight.
yeah, definitely, bail funds or, as it is, mutual aid funds to help keep people housed, to keep fighting against literally the government that we set up to protect us from circumstances like this.
I don't know who this
would be
we stuff is,
fantastic.
Zach, but yeah.
I wasn't consulted when we put the government in place. Otherwise, maybe it wouldn't be doing this. So, anyways, let's move on to our plugs. Bo Dennis, what is new? What is happening? Do we have updates on any of our content?
Yeah, Minecraft Mondays is a thing that happens every Monday here in the Discord. We play Minecraft, and it's Monday. Among Us
And Bo-
Tuesdays, as great YouTubers have done. Drama Wednesday, I think is what it. I don't fucking know the donkey thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
Thirsty Thursday.
I'll start to stream more games more often.
Then Among Us Friday, baby.
I'm getting a capture card that actually is compatible with my computer, unlike the major ones that cost $200. So that's good. Also, coming up probably this Friday, we are going to be giving you all an amuse-bouche of our upcoming project, Dolphins and Garages. So we'll be streaming it. We'll be talking about it. We'll probably play some games afterwards, though, because I don't know how long we could talk.
Hell yeah.
An amuse-bouche, not a banchan.
It's an amuse-bouche, and it goes straight up your
Yeah,
ass.
you do have to listen to our podcast via an enema.
Yep.
and a sounding rod.
Butt plug speakers.
We gape your entire large intestines and then vibrate the large intestines, and that's how you hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. With enough whistling wind, you can play anything with a large intestine. Eddie, do you have content that you particularly want to shout out? I know that you don't necessarily have your own multimedia conglomerate that you run, unlike.
Fuck up.
No, I'm a Seminole reply guy, and I collect parasocial relationships. So, see you online,
Hell
everyone. Yeah. Keep an ear out for a grift shop, my homeboy, who might be on this podcast in the near future.
In 2 weeks.
Love that dude.
Hey,
and
planting that psychic dolphin extended universe seed right there.
And I'm a pretty big terror on the Psychic Dolphin Garage Twitch chat. So twitch.tv/Psychic Dolphin Garage. Join me in terrorizing these lovely hosts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also follow Eddie. Eddie is on
At
Twitter.
Zizek's Failson. But you can also search for Hunter X Hunter Biden. It'll come up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Follow them there. Obviously, join the Discord so you can interact with Eddie, because Eddie's fun. Eddie's also a mod on our Discord.
Yeah, I will clap.
So terrorize him.
Join the Discord, terrorize him so that he can kick you, because he wants to kick someone. Because everybody in our Discord is just sweet and
too chill,
lovely.
too normal, and you can't have that on the internet. That's bad for SEO.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Come talk to me about my identity as a white, Hispanic, Latino Gusano on the Discord. We're going to make a special voice chat just for that.
Hell yeah. And follow the rest of our social media, like Bo and Dennis have said. Our Twitch stream, and Eddie has said, our Twitch stream is big. We are putting a lot of time and effort into that. We also do post on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Follow all of our pages there, and follow Dennis's YouTube. Remember, if you don't want to become a Patreon of the Psychic Dolphin Garage because you don't think that we spend that money well, we don't. Become a patron of Dennis's content to help support them and to get more Dennis videos, because what do we want if not more Dennis videos?
I am working on stuff
Hell
too,
yeah.
by the way. It's just depression and video games have gotten in the way.
all those husband milking mods really pile up.
Yeah,
where have I heard
if
this
H Bomber
before?
Guy gets to make one video a year, I think you're doing okay, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Just make a 3-hour episode on fucking our Ruby, Redouble, whatever you say it. And there you go.
No.
Redouble.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're heading out. We will see y'all maybe for a Friday episode. Our posting schedule's been crazy. It's going to be crazy until the holidays are over, because I have crazy things happening. And maybe one day everything will be normal again. Once we all get the vaccine, and then also simultaneously develop Bell's palsy.
I'm fine with that.
But anyways, we'll see y'all. We'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Howdy, y'all. Don't forget to follow our link tree in the show notes to discover new things like our Discord, social media platforms, and all the places where you can listen to our podcast. Word of mouth is the best way to introduce us and other leftist creators to friends, family, coworkers, your AA buddies. Community is about more than hot takes online. And if you want to support our efforts, you can donate to us at patreon.com/psychicdolphingarage, which is spelled how it sounds. Hope to see you on the stream tonight. Enjoy this music by JJD.
How the fuck I still got a full head of hair? Not a single gray. Fuck the cops, family first, every single day. Bringing a charm when I ring the alarm. My arms got a box cutter insignia. We gotta abolish ICE, we gotta abolish ICE, abolish it. No need to apologize, the Holocaust apologists. For no reason we colonized the land and put up monuments. Dope needles, dollar signs, the globe stands in astonishment. I hope there'll be a punishment. I really wanna get bloody. I really wanna stand any judgment of anybody taking money from anybody in a struggle. Anybody on a budget. Poor people getting 10 to 20 for some dumb shit. Corporations incorporating a bloodlet. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words, this coup will not be bloodless. Mark my fucking words.